Okay, so I stumbled across Phil Wickham's "Carry My Soul" and I fell in love with the song. Um, so I started trying to figure out how to play it, and I looked online for some chords. Didn't really find much luck with that, but I found a YouTube video on some guy put up a YouTube video, got me the basic chords and tuning for the song. But then I had to go and study how Phil Wickham actually does it to figure out, exactly what he's playing. But essentially, he has it tuned in C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. So he has it essentially in dad-gad tuning, but tuned a whole half step lower. So it'll be open to. So the first thing you do is tune your guitar to that tuning. Again, that's C sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. Yeah, it's pretty much 4 chords throughout the whole song. He's got variations on how he plays them, though. That's what gives it the cool feel sometimes. And but yeah, just to show you that I do kind of have an idea of what the song sounds like. It's kind of like. Where your verse would come in, so kind of that intro part, and then the verses. But yeah, anyone who's interested in learning that little cool walk up that he does, I will be going over that too. He does that in the bridge part. I think that part is so cool. So I had to figure out how to do that. And but yeah, anyway, so the chords that he uses, you're going to be taking your pointer finger and putting on the second fret of what would normally be your G string. I'm gonna like call all the strings by their standard tuning name. But so yeah, what would be your G string? You're gonna put it on the second fret. That's the first chord he uses. Pretty much all the chords he uses are based off of the G string, so you kind of get that. You get that from the G string, what's going on the G string. So this is where you start off, and then your next one is slide your pointer finger up on the same string to the 7th fret. So 7th fret G string. Sorry, my shadow's kind of in the way. 7th fret on the G string, and your ring finger is going to go on the 9th fret of the E string. And I kind of mute the A string. I don't think you have to, but I think it kind of sounds a little bit better. It's up to you. So that's that chord. So you got, and then the next chord that he uses is, and you're going to be strumming all the chords, all the strings as well. So pointer finger on the 7th of the G, 9th of the E. Then you're going to slide that down to your pointer finger is on the 6 on the G string and the 7 on the E string. So kind of like that. I actually play it with my middle finger there. I think that's a little more comfortable for me, a little more natural. So if you put that together, you got. And then for the second half of that, what you're going to do is you are going to go back down to your original one, and then you're going to leave your pointer finger there, and you're going to take your ring finger, put that on the 4th of the E, and take your pinky and put that on the 4th of the A string. 4th fret A string, 4th fret E string, pinky, 4th fret A string. You get this really cool sounding chord. And then the next chord in that intro part, and the last one, is going to be pointer finger on the G string on the 4th fret, and then you're going to put your middle finger on the 5th fret of the E. And once again, I play that with middle finger on the G 4th fret, and ring on the E 5th fret. It's just a little more comfortable for me. So if you put that all together, but yeah. So that's what you got. That's the intro. That's also how he plays the chorus, the beginning of the chorus. But that's the majority of the chords that he uses. Though I'm going to introduce some more in the ending part of the chorus that are a little different. But yeah, so the verses are essentially... I'll just go ahead and sing with it, and you can get the idea. But it's not. There's no new chords. I'm not introducing any new chords. But so you should just be able to look at my fingers and figure out what's going on. But yeah, you got this. You're gonna go here. Then you're gonna go to 5th E, 4th on the G. Then you're gonna bring it up to the 9th and the 7th. Then you go down to the 6th and the 7th, and then you're gonna go back to 5th and the 4th. So it's gonna sound something like this. I got a little cold, so pardon my singing voice, but it goes, I wanna hear you say well done, I wanna be welcomed in, I wanna feel your love like sunshine on my resurrected skin, I wanna hear the music play, I wanna hear the trumpet sound, I wanna hear you call my name and watch my feet lift off the ground. So there you go, that's your verses. You can replay that if you want to catch it a little slower, but yeah, that's the chords that I just showed you. And it just starts here. You bring it up to 4th and the 5th. Then you go 9th and the 7th, and you just walk that down. So, and those are your verses. Now, the beginning of the chorus I just showed you is the same as the intro, but I'll go ahead and play it again so you can hear it, and also I will sing with it so you get an idea of how it goes. But yeah, so the intro again is... So, singing along with that to the chorus sounds something like, and I will run, oh, and I won't quit, chasing your heart, just like David did. So that's how it goes with the chorus, and then after that, it's something a little different in terms of the chords that I've been playing. So the new chords I want to show you are pointer finger is now going to go on 5th fret of the A string, and your pinky finger is going to go on the 7th fret of the G string. This should sound like this. And then the next chord in that series is going to be slide your pinky down a fret, so it goes from here to here, and put your pointer finger on the 4th fret of the E string. So you got, and then the next chord is just sliding both your pinky and your pointer finger up a fret. So and then the last three I want to show you is take this same formation, and you're going to take your pointer finger up to the 9th fret and your pinky up to the 11th, and now we're going to slide that down kind of like how we walked down the other part of the song. So it's going to go 9th and 11th, 7 and 9, and then back down to your 5 and 7. And this is on the E string and the G string. So how that's going to go along with the chorus is it's going to sound something like this. And I'll come running through the gates, look into your face, so I can hardly wait until you carry my soul away. It's going to sound like that. Once again, that is A, 5th fret, G, 7th fret, E, 5th fret, G, 7th fret, or no, my bad, 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the G, 4th fret on the E, 6th fret on the G, slide that up, then you're going to slide that up to 9 and 11, 7 and 9, 5 and 7. And then when he goes and plays the second verse, he has that really cool, like, he's got that bass going, that really awesome quick strumming that I'm not very good at. But what he does there is those same chords I just showed you, he uses those for the verse instead of the first verse chord. So back on the A 5th fret and the G 7th, like this. So this is going into verse 2. You're going to have when everything is said and done, and death has met its end, I wanna hear you call me son, be counted as a faithful friend. I wanna see you rise like fire, I wanna see the scars that bled. Won't you take me higher, the place where angels fear to tread. So kind of like that. And what that progression is simply 5th fret A, 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the G string. I already showed you this one. Then you go down to the E string, 5th fret, E string, pinky stays the same, and then you go up to this chord that I showed you, which is 9 and 11. It's kind of hard to see my pinky there, but 9 and 11, and then 7 and 9, 5 and 7. So I'll see you love. Take me high, place where angels fear to tread. Okay, yeah, so that's how that goes. And then obviously from there you go back into the chorus, which is and also if you look in the watching the video, I think this second chorus is where sorry, I kind of got that off screen a little bit, but he decides not to go back down here for this part, and instead he plays this same note, but he plays it up here, and this is ring finger on the 12th fret of the E string and the 11th fret of the G string. So when he plays it, it sounds something like this. He goes. Yeah, he just doesn't play it down here anymore. He plays that note up here, and then he goes back into that part. So I think that's pretty interesting. And now I think the part that, at least it took me the longest to figure out, and the part that I think is the coolest is the bridge part of the song, and that will start off in this position again with pinky on the 7th on the G string and your pointer finger on the 5th of the E string. And let me pull up the lyrics so I can sing this for you real quick. And it goes, and I will keep my lamp light burning in the night, and I'll be waiting here for you, watching for all your signs. If I may be so bold to ask you, would you lend your ear to me? Oh Lord, come quickly. I kind of messed that up a little bit. A little of my timing was off, but I'll break that down for you and show you the correct version. But anyway, so it starts off in this position. So I will keep my lamp light burning in the night. And this chord, it's the one I already showed you. It's G string 6 and E string 7. The night, and then you just repeat that. And I will be waiting here for you, watching for all your signs. And then you just slide up from here. Signs. If I may be so bold to ask you. So what goes there is watching for all your signs, and then he kind of walks that down. He goes, if I may, and then you put your pinky back on the 7th fret, and you're gonna put your pointer on the 4th of the E for the B. Be so bold to ask you. So you're gonna go, be so bold to ask you. And on ask, you're gonna bring your pointer from the 4th back up to the 5th. Be so bold to ask you, would you lend? And on lend, you're gonna be bringing your pointer up to the 7th fret and your pinky up to the 9th. Lend your ear to me. So you're gonna do lend, and then you're gonna walk it up to the 8th. Your ear to me. Oh. It's gonna sound like this. So kind of what's going on that E string is you've got you lend your ear to me, oh Lord. Sorry. Would you lend your ear to me, oh Lord, come quickly. So you're just gonna kind of be playing the chords that go along with that. So would you lend your ear to me, oh Lord, down to the 4, Lord, come quickly. And then you do the part. And yeah, that's the majority of the song. If you watch it, you can there might be some things that are not exactly like what he's doing, but for the most part, I think it's pretty much what he's doing. You can watch the video and check it out, but I think that should be pretty much give you a good start on how to play it. If you have any questions, you can just comment down here. But yeah, this first tutorial video. Hope everything was visible enough you could understand it. But yeah, thank you.